Back in the shed, another drink, another cigar, episode 2, let's do it. And we are back again. Jigs' Lounge, back in the shed of dreams. So, another cigar, another drink, something a bit different today. So, let's just pair these up and see how they go. So, let's just get straight into it, shall we? I hope you, if you did watch the first episode, I hope you enjoyed it. Had some good bits of feedback. I brought this camera here, closer to me, so hopefully it'll pick up my voice better, because some people did say they couldn't quite, the sound quality wasn't quite as good on camera 2, so call it camera 2 like I'm a fucking professional. Got an iPhone and an iPad, hardly professional cameras, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, let's see if this works out a little bit better, shall we? Anyway, should we get to it, shall we? Should we get to it? Cigar. So this is the cigar choice today. I'll put that there for you. Let's talk about it. So today I've got a Cigar Aficionado's 2019 Cigar of the Year. It's the Asian Room Quattro Nicaraguan Maestro. It's 6x52. It's a medium to full stroke cigar, and these retail about £20.99 a stick. So yeah, I've had this sitting in the humidor for quite a while now, actually. Well, not a massive amount of time, maybe a year maybe. But I was looking forward to smoking this. Obviously it won an award in 2019, and it just sounded good, it looks good, and to add to that, it is in my favourite press. This is a box press, so obviously the normal rounded cigars that you get, which I also had in episode 1, but yeah, this one is a box press. Now I like these because I just think they fit nicer in the hand, because they're flat. I don't know, I just like how it sits in the hand, and it feels nice in the mouth. The only draw side to this is draw side to it. The only draw side to it is that because it's a torpedo, this one in particular, I can't do my favourite V cut, so I'll just be straight cutting this one today. Which obviously, when you straight cut it, or for raw cuts, really got to be careful. You don't want to. I mean, you can see on here. There's the sort of. It's not actually a straight one here, really. It's quite. But yeah, you can see. If you know about cigars, I mean, I'm not sure if you can see on there, but you might get to the last. There's a line there that you shouldn't come past. If you cut past that line, it's all going to start unraveling in your mouth, which is not what you want to do. So be careful. Cut it as much as you need to. Don't go too far down. But yeah, so. Oh, this has got a dark chocolatey. It's definitely got a dark chocolate to it, which is so damn good. Actually smelling the filler from there. It's even sweeter chocolate. But yeah, give it a little cut, and then I can have a little pull on it dry. So I'm literally going to take the very end off. So hopefully this should be quite a tight pull, really, because obviously it comes off in the torpedo. Even taste the sweet chocolate as well. Oh my god, this is going to be good. I know it is. It's really earthy. I'm definitely getting chocolatiness off it, but it's really earthy. And it's not as booky and leathery as the last cigar I had. So as good as it can be. I know it's going to be different, which is always a bonus. So you can get a bit of variety. But yeah, it's got a nice band on it. And again, it's Nicaraguan. It's another new world, which I am more of a fan of. If you don't know too much about cigars, it's quite basic really, but obviously you hear the word New World thrown around, and basically that is a cigar that doesn't come from Cuba. Basically, obviously, there is a lot of Cuban snobs out there, and Cubans are the original, maybe the preferred choice of a lot of the hardcore cigar smokers. But I'm more of a New World fan, if I'm being honest with you. I like a bit of everything, obviously, but I've had a lot more New Worlds I've enjoyed more than the Cubans I've enjoyed, and I've spent some money on Cuban cigars, so I'm not bought cheap. But yeah, that smells good. So next we'll go for the drink. What we're going to pair it up with today. So today we have a can of Brewdog layer cake. If you see my other channel, you know I'm a big Brewdog fan, but this is a can of Marshmallow and chocolate stout. This is 70. This is 7% volume alcohol. It's a 440ml can, and let's just fucking open and pour up, shall we? So satisfying. Just get it in there. That is dark, as a stout should be. I already know this is going to be a good choice. I've actually had this before, and I had it while smoking a cigar, and they went together beautifully. Obviously, it wasn't that cigar; it was another cigar. So this is, I mean, that is black. That is pure black, dark stout. And even the head on top of it, even that's like a dark, like a brownie colour. So yeah, that is going to be delish. Oh. So just smelling it from the top. My lord. So have any of you had Guinness in black before? So if you've had Guinness in black, if you haven't, Guinness, a splash of blackcurrant, or a big bit of blackcurrant, maybe how you prefer it. But off the top, that smells like Guinness in black, completely. It's got that nice fruity spell on top of the heavy stout. So I mean, that is looking good. Look forward to drinking that, boy. Right, let's light this little bad boy up. Toast her up. I fill this fucking thing up, and then the second I get in here, it doesn't want to work. So I'm gonna be honest. I can't actually tell you. Someone could tell me in the comments. I've never even googled it before about it, but does it feel it better if you go that way? Does it feel it better if you go that way? I don't actually fucking know. It makes the same noise either way, so fuck knows. It's funny because this happened on the last video, the first video, and also I watched my boy Matt Cigars and Whiskey, and he did a cigar video which hadn't done in a while. The same fucking thing happened to him as well. Fucking lighters, they're never, like children, never perform when you want them to. That is earthy and grassy straight away. Straight away. That box press, like I said before, feels so good in your hand. Much prefer holding them like this. I keep hitting my hat on that sign. I've got one of my daughters to do this. She's a bit of a art buff. She's just fucking good at art, basically. So yeah, I've got her to do that up for me. So thanks, Lottie. And she's doing a good job of that. Patreon, it's all there. Oh, that is so good. So good. I mean, I like a stout, I like a dark beer, and that is, the chocolate is there. You're getting the chocolate. It's It's really creamy. If I remember rightly, when I had this last time, Marshmallow didn't come through till a little bit later. So it's definitely not come through just yet, but definitely get that chocolatiness. It doesn't taste like a Guinness in Black like it smells, which is good because that's not what I want from this. If I want a Guinness in Black, I'd have a Guinness in Black. But yeah, it's chocolatey, it's creamy. The flavour, it lasts, it's got a good finish, it's in there, it stays in there. Also, I said this has got that, at the moment, this has got quite, even though it smells like chocolate, it's got like a creamy, earthy, sort of grassy taste to it at the moment, so they don't clash too much. You get that earthy taste and then you're getting the creaminess when you're drinking that. I think I made the right choice. It's got a good pull. It's quite a heavy pull though. It's not light at all, so you do have to suck up hard. Yeah, and the torpedo does fit in you nice, fit in your mouth nice. I'm sure there's a "that's what she said" joke in there somewhere, but I won't do it. Just did read it. So if you enjoyed my last video and you're back again, or it's your first time and you're enjoying this video, you have got COVID thanks for this video, because I shouldn't be doing this right now. I'm only doing this video today because I've got the time, because what I should be doing right now is packing for a holiday, but unfortunately it was I'll have to go through what the days are basically, but today is Sunday. Today is Sunday the 9th of January, and last Friday, between the Christmas and New Year, Lottie, who did this, unfortunately got COVID from work. So we isolated that poor girl in her bedroom. She hasn't come out pretty much the whole time, and she's still actually positive now. And we all stayed away, we cleaned, we sprayed, took her food to her door, you know, we all kept away because we were like, got a holiday on Monday, we do not want to miss this. And unfortunately, one of the other girls ended up getting COVID, Friday just gone. So we can't go now, we've had to cancel. So it's a fucking bummer. I fucking hate all this COVID shit. It literally has just ruined anything that any plans you want to make. You really have to be so fucking, literally have to just lock yourself away if you've got any holidays planned. It is a night, which a friend of mine actually did. He locked himself away for 2 weeks over Christmas just so he could go to his holiday. So it is a bastard, and shit happens though. But yeah, so I thought I'd come in here, have a chill, bit of smoke time, drink time, just to ease my broken heart of the holiday that we shan't be going on. Motherfucker. And some people still believe it's fake, eh? I don't know. Bit of that, bit of this. So you can pick up these up from most places really. My local supermarket does it. It's £3 a can, which, you know, it's not quite a pint in there, but I mean, you go to buy a pint at a pub, it's £3 or so, so you know, it's whatever, it's a bit expensive, but it's probably better than a fucking pint of piss lager that you might get behind the bar. So you know, personally I think £3's not too bad, and you get something a bit different. These are very popular now, these like stouts and milkshake IPAs and stuff, you know, that have thrown lots of different flavours in. I've had quite a lot of them. Some of them are just either too sweet, too thick, but this one is a winner. I haven't had a can for quite a while actually. It was summertime, I think I had my last can of this, early summer. So it's been a while since I've had one. But fuck, straight away, the memories come flooding back of how good it is. It's not too thick, it's easy to drink. The head went pretty quick, but yeah. That chocolate, so smooth. Like, I don't know, kind of, obviously most mousses you have are normally like a milk chocolate mousse, as in a dessert, but it's got that smoothness. It's got that smoothness of a mousse, which is quite hard to put across in words, because obviously it's a quite a thin liquid, but that's how it feels. It's got that taste. So good. Like I said, because this is quite earthy and a bit chocolatey as well. Not too much just yet, but it's earthy. And they don't clash too much. So you get too much of a good thing, really. Like at some point, I will smoke an acid on here, and I know that an acid is sweet or floral, you know. So I'm not going to match it with something that's sweet or floral. I'll probably dumb it down. Might even have a nice coffee with it, maybe. But I don't know. Maybe a dark spiced rum that's, even though that is a tad bit sweet, but this it's a tough one. I'll have a look through the collection and I'll try and work it out, but that's for another time. But for now, I'm going to enjoy these. Get some sweet, like hay taste now. Considering I work in agriculture, I'm never quite sure what the difference between hay and straw is. I think hay's still wet, I think. It's bad, isn't it? I'm fucking terrible. But I don't really work in that side of it. But yeah, I think that's right, because obviously straw's dry, isn't it? So yeah, and hay. But yes, so I'd say hay. It's got that sort of moist hay taste to it. I said the word moist in front of it first because one, it sounds nasty, but no, because it sounds wet, doesn't it? Also, I suppose a bit of a caveat to my last episode. I did mention a few things, like a place that I went and brought cigars from, or I think that's pretty much it really. But the cigar I brought that I smoked in that last episode wasn't from that place, and I was warned by fellow YouTubers not to probably mention stuff like that because videos might get pulled. So I'm 2 episodes in now. I'm obviously not affiliated with anybody or anything. I'm just drinking, smoking, and talking about it. Might be a bit of a wobble gob too much and say too much, which YouTube might not like, but you know, I'm not. So I'm just doing this for fun. The only time I might have something that was given to me is if I'm drinking a sample, which I have got some samples, but I'll probably save them for my other channel because I don't know, but I just like having the bottle or the can or whatever I'm drinking. I like to have it here, and obviously in a sample you don't get that, but I have got some delicious samples that have been given to me very kindly. So it's a new dram drinker. I actually drank them. Very nice. Who else was there? Matt Cigars and Whiskey sent me some. Very nice. And I've currently got 4, which I haven't had any of them yet, from Kelly Spark. So I will be looking forward to getting to them at some point. Maybe on here, maybe not. But if any of them I think might go nicely with the cigar I've got, then I shall do that. It's got a lot of nutty tastes going on here as well. Yeah, there's definitely some nutties in there. It's hard to. There's so much innuendo in this. It's hard to escape it all. But yeah, definitely some nuts in there, and can't quite get a. sort of sweet nut. Like, you know how like a macadamia or a hazelnut would be. You know, not something sweet like an almond or anything. Yeah. Just the bad boy racer's gone by, isn't it? Now, I smoked quite a few barrel-aged cigars. Whiskey ones, sherry ones, rum ones. But on the retro how with this cigar, it's the first time I've ever got the taste of a whiskey in a cigar. And that is not advertising this at all, but on the retro how of this, it's definitely got a whiskey note to it. So, I don't do too much research on cigars when I smoke them or whatever. You know, I look at ratings, I look at like some of the flavour notes, which I tend to forget anyway, to be honest. Once I've brought it, I've got it. I've always said that I'm a sucker for marketing. So if it's got a nice band, same as a bottle of whiskey or beer, if they've got a nice can, if they've got a nice bottle, I'm easily pulled in. I'm terrible like that. This has got a cool band itself. So it's got a set of knuckle dusters on it. 1, 2, 3, got 4 sets of knuckle dusters on it. They're serious about that shit. God damn. But also because I haven't researched this, I don't fully know, and plus I don't want to talk about it because it's, you know, it's not particularly fun to hear someone yakking about the exact place where everything was come from. I probably spoke a bit too much last episode on, you know, the filler and the binder and all that sort of stuff. So I sort of left it be this time. But the band on this is very, very similar. But I know it's not made by the same people, I don't think. As I have got a flathead. I think I'm saying it right. So I just fucking forget sometimes. My brain just goes to mush whenever I get in front of it. I know shit. I think about shit. As soon as I just come out of my mouth, it disappears. But I think it's a flathead. So that's it's a big box press cigar. I think it's made by AVO. I think. Maybe not. That's a beast, you know, that's a big motherfucker of a cigar. That's like a 3-hour smoke, which I will pull out one day, but probably not on here because sitting in the shed on my own for 3 hours is probably a step too long, step too far. But the banding on this is very similar. You know, I have to see on here that all the lines I think that go around here, it's all very, very similar to that band. So I don't know, maybe you might know. I could research it, but I'm not that bothered. But but it looks so similar. So every episode that I do won't be on my own. I will have other people on here at some point. I had a chat with my mate Matt, and he's interested in doing something. And I've also got a smoking crew. There's only 3 of us in it. We're called the SCCC, with a skits cigar club. I won't do the other C. It's got 4 letters and it rhymes with run. And so there's Aaron and Angelo in this. So Angelo, if you watch any of my other stuff, you'll know he is someone that comes on my podcast. He's been on my other YouTube channel, and he is a cigar smoker as well. And I'll probably get some of them boys on as well. Andrew's got a lovely garden, so when it comes to summertime, probably go around there and do a video maybe. He said he's done with podcasting, but he didn't say he was done with YouTubing, so you know, I might be able to get him on. Which would be nice, you know, have a little chat with someone, both get us the same cigar and drink, and it's nice to have different opinions, isn't it? Because obviously, like we said before, smoking and drinking is how you want it to be, or what you think it is. You know, we've all got different tastes, all got different palates, so this might taste like what I'm telling you it tastes like, and I'll give you my opinion. And if you watch quite a few of my things and we're having the same sort of tastes and same sort of ideas of what we like, then you know that if I'm going to say something, then you're probably going to agree with me. But it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of like knowing what I like and stuff to get to that point. So I know that me and him have got slightly different tastes for things, so it will definitely give a different opinion if I get on there with someone else and see how that goes. Even like Matt, for example, he likes a Cuban, he loves a Cuban. We've got a couple of Cuban stubs in here. There's one facing me here. So here's one I had here. I think that was a Maduro cigar that my sister got me for my birthday. You know, we'll have a different opinion, so you're getting something different. So hopefully I can get that sort of sorted out in the pipeline, really. I think how things change as you get older. My parents always smoked. I've never smoked in my life. I've tried cigarettes obviously, but I've never smoked in my life as a smoker. And I hated beer. I hated whiskey. Rum was something that I could always easily drink growing up when I was at the legal age, because I didn't drink before legal age, obviously. So it does show that sometimes it does, not with everybody, but it does take a bit of maturity to appreciate things like this. Most people I know from when I was younger to their age they are now, they didn't really like things, you know. If they're drinking a beer, it would have been a really light lager, you know. Oh, I'll have a pint of Foster's or something shit like that, because you're not really into it, and it definitely comes with age. Some people still don't, you know. Obviously everyone's got their own taste, but it does seem that stuff like cigars or beers, even especially like a stout or whatever have you. I mean, I remember my best mate DJ, he was drinking Guinness like from when we left school, and all of us would not touch that shit. It's like, what the fuck, the hell do we want to drink that? That is, you know, it's thick, it's heavy, you know, it gives you the worst morning shits, and just couldn't, it's just no thanks. But 5 years later, I fucking love a Guinness. I'm yet to go to Ireland and have a proper Guinness, because they do say that it tastes better from there. So you know, fuck knows, they do it differently, I don't really know, but it's something I want to do. Still getting that whiskey taste, haven't you? Retro Hell, which I'm fucking loving. Whiskey and a beer at the same time without the addedness of getting drunk from it. Perfect. So I can't remember if I did say in the last video, but obviously I talked about bands and how bands are, they're a good selling point for me. I'm a sucker for marketing. Put something pretty on Instagram, I'm going to buy the motherfucker. But I like to keep all my bands, even if I've smoked the same cigar a couple of times, I'll still keep them anyway. I've got a selection of them here. I tend to, I don't know, these are in a fishbowl. Obviously, why would you want to fish now when you put cigar bands in there? And I said before, like the same with my caps from bottles of alcohol. I've got them in a tool vase. I don't know, I just like them, you know, they're just fucking cool. I mean, there's just so many, I mean, you get the lovely ornate designs, you know, a bit like this La Galera here, you know, really ornate. I'm assuming this is showing up. That's going to be a bit hard, but yeah, get the ornate looks of them. You get the more cooler styles, you know, fucking skeleton smoking a cigar on there, like a pilot jobby. You got your, I'm not sure what they're called the Death Mask or Death Ladies, I can't remember, but you know, that one there, the Deadwood Sweet Jane. They just look really cool. The only ones I'm not keen on, I'm not on these long ones. I'm not keen on a long band. They're just too fucking much. And you pretty much have to take these off when you smoke a cigar, because they take up so much of the cigar that they just get in the fucking way. But yeah, that's a Sam Crow Steve from the TV series. TV series that I forget the name. Sons of Anarchy. They're actually not too bad cigars actually for some budgets. They're alright. Not as good as the series, but the cigars were not too bad. But yeah, so I do like to keep them. I'm not a hoarder or anything, but some things I like to keep. My fucking, I got, so I was on your wear a big twat hat. Let's fucking knock everything out. Delicious through and through. Sometimes stouts can be quite heavy. So if you have drank a I'm going to keep referring to Guinness because most people know Guinness. You know, that's quite a popular stout that everyone's aware of. Sometimes they can sit quite heavy, but this just verges on not sitting as heavy as that does. So you could probably have a couple more of these than you probably could Guinness if you're not a big heavy drinker. So that definitely is thicker and creamier, I think. It's definitely got a more viscous sort of liquid compared to this. And I did say you could probably have one or two more of these than what you could a Guinness because they're not as heavy, but 7% a can. You can get fucking pissed on this pretty damn quick, and things, it goes down really nicely. So I think this is dangerous. I think you could probably knock a few of these back easy and find yourself in trouble. Especially me, I'm a fucking lightweight. What I will say about this is that the pull is quite hard. You have to really suck hard on it. And it doesn't feel like you're filling your mouth up with smoke. You can hardly tell. You don't really realise, and then you blow it all out, and yeah, you have done. But I don't like too soft a pull. I hate when it's just really easy and you before you know it you're out of breath, and I find that quite annoying. But this is probably on the verge. It might be because it's been made too tight, this one in particular. You know, not all, obviously, you get, every so often you could buy, I mean, for a good example, myself and boy Angelo, mention him again, fucking hell, he should be paying me. We went and brought a cigar together from the cigar shop. In fact, he actually brought me the cigar very generously. Maybe, actually, I think his missus brought us both the cigar very generously. And we both had exactly the same cigar. Mine, wonderful. His, tight as fuck. He went back to the shop and said to the guy, like, can I exchange it? And he very kindly did. Brought it back, and we both smoked it together, and it all was good. He didn't have a tool with him at the time, and obviously because we were close to the shop it was easy to change, which is fair enough. But you know, it's not bad enough that I think I need to use a cigar tool, but it's close. But maybe that's how this cigar is supposed to be. That's another thing. It's like it's hard to tell really sometimes. If it's ridiculously tight and you really have to pull hard and you're not enjoying it, then by all means, you know, make it easy for yourself, get your tool out. But I'm coping, but it's probably a little bit tighter than I'd like it to be, but not enough to me to start pissing around with it at the moment. Because at the end of the day, it's still going. It's not overly affecting me, but it's just something I want to point out. I mean, you can get cigar tools most places. Some places can be really expensive because some of them are so intricate and designer looking. Mine's basic as fuck. I've only ever had to use it once in 3 years, so it's not like it's worth paying a lot of money for. So now it's got a brass end, it's wooden there. So basically, unscrew it there. It literally looks like a drill bit. If you feel it's too tight, no. Put it in your cigar, we're having a roll, my table's not straight. Put it in and just screw it down. Obviously it opens up the middle and gives you that extra bit of space to like pull the air through, make it a lot easier to smoke. Yeah, fuck it, I think this is maybe somewhere between 9 and 15 quid I think, but I've seen ones on there for like 300 quid. I can't remember where I saw that. Some sort of online place, but yeah, I mean it looked pretty, but it didn't look fucking 300 quid pretty. You just got to have money to throw away if you're going to be able to spend it that much on a cigar tool, which you're not really going to use very often. That's them millionaire winning motherfuckers. Yeah, that was some, yeah, like I said, somewhere between 9 and 15 quid I think. Not a lot at all. And like I said, I've used it once in 3 years, so it's hardly worth forking out loads of money on, to be fair. It's quite thin, fits into a cigar travel case quite easy, so if you're travelling around, you've got one of the bigger cases, obviously if you've got a tube or a 2 or 3 tuber, you've got nowhere to put it, but yeah, if you've got a nice little box, easy. It's the first mini band off. I was stuck on pretty hard. I mean, this was moving quite well, but that one wasn't. That was stuck on with the devil's semen. That wasn't moving for shit. Yeah. In the bowl, Add to the collection. Never get more smoother notes I'm getting down this now into the second third. It's got that smooth chocolate, maybe even a lot like a light. I'll go again just to be sure. I think the word caramel's too strong. But you know what I mean, there's something sweet and velvety in there. I've paired these up well, you know, they're a good combo. Not too matchy, but they've got similar profiles, so it works. And it's not overly expensive, like I said, $20.99. If you spend that money on a cigar, you're going to want it to be decent. You're not going to want to be disappointed, and I haven't been disappointed. All in all, this Asian room cigar has been a nice smoke. That little young, I love hip hop boy in me. Every time I take a smoke, I know it doesn't look like it, but to me, I'm always imagining a Snoop Dogg video. It's the floods of smoke just going up. Obviously it's a cigar and not a fucking joint, but it's always the picture I have in my head. A fucking Snoop Dogg video. So, we are nearly there. We're at the end. So on the whole, this cigar the profile hasn't changed much through as it's gone. It's been very consistent pretty much all the way through the cigar. If anything, the creamier I said caramel earlier, but I can't really, you know, that's the name I'm going to put to it, but it's not quite as sweet as that, obviously. It's got a bit stronger near the end. There's no pepperiness to it. It hasn't gone bitter. It's been a very consistent, good tasting cigar. It's just the nuttier taste and the more sweeter taste you have got a bit stronger as you got to the bottom, which is a bit fucking perfect. You know, it has got a bit better as it's gone along, but in general it's been very consistent. Hasn't had to be played around with too much. It's gone quite well. I had to light it, touch up it again just slightly a couple of minutes ago. The pull, a bit too heavy, but that might not be these cigars in general. Like I said before, it might have just been this one in particular, it might have rolled a bit too tight, but it has been a good cigar. I am mad at it at all, and I would quite happily smoke another one, definitely. Asian Room Quattro, I would recommend it. Nice cigar. And obviously, I've not said anything bad about this. This Brewdog layer cake, marshmallow and chocolate stout, is fucking delicious. Lovely, sweet, moussey, creamy stout, which has gone down a fucking treat. Kind of wish I had another one, to be fair. I could do with drinking one of these. I'll just have to go and raid the cupboard for something else for this afternoon. But yeah, highly recommend this. If you're a traditional stout drinker, you'll probably hate it. If you don't like fucking about, don't like experimental things, then it's not for you, but delicious. Smells and tastes a treat. So yeah, that's it for episode 2. Thank you again. If this is your second time or if it's your first time joining me, really appreciate it. Sound off in the comments. If you've had either of these, let me know how you feel about them. Let me know if you want to go and try them, if you are going to try them, and if you do try them, let me know how you get on with them. Make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends. You know, I really appreciate being watched, and I really appreciate that even though I do this for fun, it's nice to know that other people are enjoying it too, obviously. As you see here, Patreon/Jigs Views and Reviews. Will help fund towards some beer and cigars if you want some more videos in the future, and even with other channels and stuff like that. Whatever you're into, that you'll watch of mine and listen to, if you can support, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Everything else on the website, I'll put that down here now. So I'm reading it out. I always say about 15 W's, so just one dribbles off the tongue. So yeah. And just remember, light it up, pour it up, come chill in Jigs' Lounge. I'll catch you all next time. Cold, I'm getting breath out. Cold as a motherfucker in here.